It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
And now, your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And away we go at the link. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have. It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
On first down, Hurts. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. That's caught by A.J. Brown. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Pass complete to Goddard. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
That's good for another Eagles. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Handoff headed right. Barkley quickly. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Now backed up to the 8, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels. They'll throw first play here with Daniels. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Daniels setting up the play action. He's going to keep it this time. This is a nice game. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Daniels keeps it himself. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Daniels on first down. He finds Brown right side. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's got time here, and he's tackled for no gain.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking, he's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt getting it for the first time. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Zach Bond with the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and long for Daniels. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long.
I love that. Now, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty Vets Tressway. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing.
Nice hit, Hurts fumbles. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they retain possession, so that's a positive, but that's the end of it, Brock. They've lost yardage on that fumble. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Finds the in route complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Play action, Hurts has it. Completed over the middle. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard and he'd have had it. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. It's a sneak, Hurts. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Hurts It's a screen to Barkley. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Over the middle and complete to Goddard. Wow, he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it. It's 3rd down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 27. He'll try and run this, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
They'll run it. This is A.J. Dillon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. A.J. Brown, the touchdown! It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Eagles 14. Commanders nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing now, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To throw again, it's Daniels. Some heat on that throw, and it's caught. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Like his dad before him, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the air again, Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. He'll try to do it himself. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Run now with Prosky Merritt. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 47. Dumped off to his running back. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play of it as they get set for 3rd and 6. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. So that brings up 4th down.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed.
At their own 9-yard
The
line.
Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
A gain of 59 on the play. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Hits him on the in route. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That's one of those areas where a QB took a risk, and he nearly paid for it in the costliest way imaginable. You don't just lob it into the end zone unless you're sure your guy can go up and get it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Elliott connects there. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. And they bring him down around the 34. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense for Washington to begin the third quarter. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this third quarter. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. On the gun, it's Daniels. He finds Brown right side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Krosky Merritt. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Play is made by Mac McWilliams.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. A run, it's Krosky Merritt. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Krosky Merritt on the carry. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Daniels now. He's running for it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, Commanders.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now here he goes again. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
first and goal at the 7-yard line.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
They run. It's Krosky Merritt. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Daniels back to throw. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Getting out to his left. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10.
17. Commanders 7.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Set to return it, here's Will Shipley. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. That touchdown cut the lead by a chunk, Brock, but it's still a 2-score game as they start this drive out. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts looking to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. Space past the 35. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. He's going to keep this one. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Barkley trying this up the gut. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a fourth down.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They bring McLaurin in motion right. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Daniels from the pistol. Throw left side is caught by Sinnott. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
Complete to number 17, Terry McLaurin. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Washington.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And they aren't going like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Oh, he's going for it again. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Daniels. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He lobs it deep middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hurts now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
And Washington into the dime here, defending pass, third down coming. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
On second down, here's Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Barkley gets it on third down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown and field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. Jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, here's Daniels. Dumps it off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now give left side. And once again, they push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now, Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Number 17, Terry McLaurin. A gain of 9 yards. And the Washington first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They send a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he still got it. And this one does not go far.
That is so difficult to do with so much traffic. You're going to see the short pass gets tipped, and you really don't have much time other than to just react and make the catch. Exactly what he does.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Daniels is going to throw again. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. Now here he goes. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels now on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to keep it this time. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's keeping it. Daniels hit, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. defense has it. And this is a tough one. They're back at his own 2-yard line for the loss.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They go to Barkley again.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Here's another carry for Barkley. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up 4th down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. They get through quick. It's blocked. It's blocked. And he gets to it in the end zone. This is going to be a touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Oh, man, that was awesome, Brock. First the race toward the punter to get the block, and then another race to get on top of the block kick for 6.
And when you block that punt, Kate, you do have a numbers advantage and a ferocity advantage because you know you've got an opportunity to put points on the board as well. That group wasn't just satisfied to get home and block the punt. They want to put points on the scoreboard.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Still some time left. Most of the 2 minutes remaining. They need to get this onside kick back. Okay. They pulled it off. Now they have one final gasp. Either get into the end zone or leave here with the L.
How many times do we see these teams at this point of desperation late in the game need to kick and not get it? So nice to see one of them actually rewarded with all that effort. Now comes down to the execution of this offense. Can they do what their special teams just did and go execute, score a touchdown, and find a way to win?
2nd and 3 now. Here's Krosky Merritt. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here he is to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Down by 6. No choice but to go for this. Desperation time here on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
So for Brock Ewart, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.